Why, hello there. God, I'm bad at intros. Alright, I figured it was time that I started another game while I was busy playing, getting my getting my experience in with a little Hitman and The Last Remnant chugging along at a typical JRPG pace. I figured there was an opening for a third game to be played. Something small, something small but good. And seeing as how I don't know the other two games I'm playing that well, I'd play something that I do know. A favorite. A classic, an excellent game. One of the few good Star Trek games. Screen's gonna turn white. Can't really do anything about that. Ah, white screen. Is it gonna turn not white? I had to mess around with the game's config file in order to get it to a decent resolution, and for some reason it doesn't show the intro bit. Why is it... That's kind of loud. Holy shit.
Welcome to Voyager LCAR's menu system.
At least that looks normal. Yeah, I had to mess around a bit to get this to a proper widescreen resolution, but it turns to the intro little the Raven Software logo and the bit where Voyager shoots the game's name with the pair of torpedoes. It's all white. I don't know why it does that. Probably because they're set to a specific resolutions, and I have the game set to run at a resolution that those little videos don't support. But anyway, look at this menu. Isn't it lovely? Something just really nice about LCARs. You can click around a bit. I should have already configured things. I can actually... that is not a flattering angle to view that model at. Alright, I was going to change the movement. Jump was like X. Yeah, jump is X. Hold on, I need to change that. I should have changed this when I was messing around. Use is space. Well, I want that to be. Is anything using E? Or F. U should be F. Movement. That's better. Also, C is crouch. That should be control. Attack is also bound to control. This is an older game, so the controls are not quite in line with what we know today. Attack just needs to be mouse 1. Also, alt attack is alt. Maybe I could make that right click? Was anything else using mouse 2? I don't think anything else was using mouse 2. No. That should be fine, right? Save menu, F3. I don't think there's specifically a button for... Now, if you're using a joystick... Do many people use joysticks these days? I can't remember the last time I saw a joystick. Actually, no. Yes, I can. There was a joystick in that one, fancy chair I hopped into once to play a little Elite Dangerous on. That was very strange. Probably the normal way you're supposed to do it, but I'm very much about the mouse and keyboard. I think the rest of these are fine. W, S, A, D. Run should be shift, right? Yes. All of these should be fine. Yeah. You can change the voices to Deutsch, Français. Well, but you can change the text. We're going to leave it at English because that's the one I know. You can change the text to French, but you can't change the voice to French. Your choices are English or German. Subtitles, cinematic only, just... Oh, yeah. Subtitles on all the time. Yeah. Leave all that on. Sure, why not? I don't think I need to mess with anything else, do I? There are other things here. Virtual Voyager. I'll mess around with that once I'm done with the main game. You can read... Look, they even got profiles. Look at this.
Captain Catherine Janeway. 7 of 9. Emergency medical hologram. Neelix.
They don't have a profile for Kess. She's not in this game, but she was around for like, what, 4 or 5 seasons? Also, here's all the new characters.
Lieutenant Les Foster. Ensign Alexander Monroe.
Hey, that's the guy we'll be playing.
Crewman Perfecto Oviedo.
He has an excellent name. Yeah, but let's not mess around with that. Let's get right in. I don't think I've ever played this game on a difficulty higher than normal. Don't think I ever really desired to, but you know what? We'll bump that up to challenging. Also, unlike the second game, you can pick male or female if you so choose. We'll be playing as Monroe because he is clearly the canon one. There isn't even a profile for the female one. Sure, let's see the tutorial. Why not?
Ensign Monroe, the purpose of this training course is to familiarize you with the basic maneuvers and strategies you will need as a member of the Hazard team. On away missions, you will be required to know instinctively exactly what to do in various situations. First, you should warm up. Walk or run around the room a few times. Practice maneuverability. Your hazard suit is designed for ease of movement, while affording you a significant amount of personal protection. These suits are armored and outfitted with a medical system powered by a small belt-mounted energy pack. This pack has a universal power collector that accepts most types of power as energy. It was designed for maximum flexibility in the field. Now let's try some basic movement maneuvers. We will start with a simple ladder. First, approach the ladder. Then, look up the ladder while walking forward to climb.
Hey, Tuvok, I see you up there. Yeah.
You now need to jump on, over, and around these obstacles to get out of the pit.
Easy. Easy, man.
Very good, Ensign. Approach the Jeffries tube maintenance shaft. Then crouch to crawl inside it.
Wonder if I could have messed with the NVIDIA control panel to smooth out some of these things. Like that. That in the corner there. How does that look through there? I feel like it kind of looks worse through OBS than it does on the monitor.
Now, crouch walk to the end of the shaft.
Doing it.
You will encounter life-threatening environments and situations. On your tactical eye display, or TED, you will notice the orange bar and numbers in the lower left of your view. These monitor
I see those.
health energy. When you are injured, this energy is used by the anabolic protoplasmers and dermal regenerators strewn throughout the inside of your suit. When this energy runs out, you cannot be healed, and you will die. The small blue bar and the numbers under the health bar are your armor energy. The ablative armor patches will take the brunt of most damage inflicted upon you. However, once the armor is depleted, you will take more damage, and your health energy will drain very quickly. Your suit will protect you, but the energy for the health and armor systems will eventually drain, and will need to be replenished. Jump across these rocks to get to the other side of the lava pit, without losing too much health and armor power.
Yeah, I can do that. Hey, yep. Ah.
In the cave,
Sloppy.
an alien power terminal that your suit can convert into health and armor energy. Your TED has been programmed to scan and identify usable power terminals in many alien configurations. Approach the terminal and use it to transfer energy into your suit. Your suit's medical system is recharging while nanites are regenerating your armor. You will now have to use all of the skills you have just learned to get through this next area. Beware of enemies and dodge their fire.
Easy. Klingons. Welcome to the Klingon training course. You know, maybe I'm more used to E being the use key. Was anything using E? Instant save. May as well put that to F5. Also, there's a thing on the menu explaining the suits that the Hazard team was wear. Comm badge, power converter, there's a little belt buckle. Passive scanners on the wrists. Direction supplies data, tactical display giving heading, location, and location of team members, also on the wrist. Transporter buffer. Little equipment pouch. You know, I probably could have turned some of these up, but if I change this, it might fuck with the resolution. Oh, I should have went through here before. Oh, this is a bad idea. You can deliberately set it to Devoodoo if you want. Oh god, it's gonna change the resolution! This was a mistake! Oh god, it did change the resolution! Why didn't I do that before I started playing? Ah, shit. Hold on. Log off, log off. I gotta fix this. Fuck. Hey, I knew that would be a mistake. Why did I do that? Don't worry, I can fix this pretty fast. I just have to go in here and mess with the config file. Hold on. Wait a minute. Alright, custom width. This looks right. Did it not update the file? You know what? Maybe I didn't need to mess with anything. Maybe it'll be fine if I just bring the game back up. Technical issues. Delightful.
Welcome to Voyager LCAR's menu system.
Oh, wait a minute. It was... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, no. The resolution is still fucked. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Logging.
Hang on a minute. I gotta... Hold on. You had to do something specific to set the resolution correctly. Ah, jeez. I fucked everything up. Hold on. Hold on. Is it an R mode? Where is R mode? R mode 3. Okay, I changed it to 3. It needs to be -1. Save. Save. There we go. Now if I start the game back up.
Welcome to Voyager LCAR's menu system.
Are we back? Hey, we're back. Did it save the video settings? Is bilinear or trilinear better? I like it when games actually tell you things. But, no. It'll probably be fine. If it is better, I'll fix it later. Okay, we're back. If I was a professional, I would edit that whole section out, but I'm not a professional. Gotcha.
You are now equipped with a standard Federation phaser compression rifle. On the lower right of your view is the weapon energy indicator. All Federation weapons use an energy pack in your suit to supply ammunition to the weapons. All weapons have an alternate firing mode activated by the second trigger. Your rifle, for instance, has a sniper mode that is silent and much more powerful. It is most effective when used with your TED's enhanced zoom. Your TED has a built-in magnification feature. Use the
Yeah, I was just messing with that too,
to
Hawk.
get a closer look at an object or area. This can aid you in acquiring additional information or in more precisely targeting your weapons. Here you will use your weapon to shoot targets in the room. Shooting, Ensign. Weapon energy is a different type of energy than that of the health and armor energy. However, it too can be found in the terminals throughout alien vessels. Your TED is programmed to identify these as well. Approach the terminal and recharge your rifle's gun.
Done.
This next exercise is a simulated firefight. Your primary objective is to eliminate all Hirogen enemies. You will need to use your rifle and recharge it, utilizing energy terminals like the one you just used. When you receive a new mission objective, it will be uploaded to your TED and can be read with the info command. Note the tactical information. This data is designed to aid in your survival and assist you in achieving your objectives. Your simulated mission begins now.
Begin.
Ensign, you have just acquired an alien weapon. Note that your TED ammo display has changed color. This is because the weapon uses dilithium crystal shards as a power source. These power crystals are used by most alien races and can be found on alien vessels. Collect the crystals to power the weapons. Your TED has been programmed to recognize and measure this power source. Over there!
Oh, hey, the battle's starting. That is very satisfying vaporization.
Congratulations, Ensign. You have successfully completed the Hazard Team training course.
Woo! I didn't even need to do it.
Welcome to Voyager LCAR's menu system.
I'm gonna change the reticule, actually. Hold on, one moment. I think I like that one for some reason. Alright, I did the tutorial even though I didn't have to. Let's start the game proper. Engage.
On Stardate 48315.6, the USS Voyager was transported beyond our control, 70,000 light-years across the galaxy to the Delta Quadrant. There, without aid from Starfleet, we began our 70-year
I don't think their
journey.
heads are supposed to be cut off in the
In our
picture.
numerous encounters, we came into contact with many dangerous and violent species. Having a limited crew with no chance of reinforcements, we determined that we needed a specialized team to handle the more dangerous situations. Tuvok, Voyager's chief of security, assembled an elite force of security personnel named the Hazard Team. Ensign Monroe is second in command of this uniquely trained team. Equipped with 7 of 9's experimental anti-Borg weapon, the Infinity Modulator, the Hazard Team has beamed to a Borg cube on a dangerous mission. However, the team was quickly overwhelmed, and the iMod is now in the hands of the Borg. Separated from the rest, Monroe is attempting to rescue the team.
Oh no, I just realized what if all the cutscenes just end up with a white screen? The in-game ones should be fine, but the pre-rendered ones... Oh no, if they're all white, that would be awful.
your team members' life signs. They appear to be trapped in the tertiary power modulation chamber. Rescue them at any cost.
Acknowledged.
Oh, quiet there, Monroe.
Tertiary what?
Yeah, tertiary what? Shooting and destroying Borg distribution nodes will deactivate green force fields.
I've uploaded your mission objectives and tactical information. Review it now before proceeding.
Shut up, Tuvok. I was talking. Fucking Tuvok. Borg enemies will adapt to your weapons and create full-body shielding. We know that. IMOD was made to fight Borg, we should find it. Knocks him right out. Yeah, I sincerely hope the cutscenes aren't messed up by me using a widescreen resolution, because if they are, I'm gonna have to rethink what resolution I play the game at. Because the highest option that the game offers you is 1600 by 1200. There's one resolution that's higher, but then it freaks the game out, and then it's like... acts like it's in full screen, but it's really not. Oh, they start charging you real quick. Can't adapt when they're offline. Health station, if you were stupid enough to get damaged here. It's not like I would mind playing the game at a lower resolution, but I'd have to change my desktop resolution to match it. Or I'd have to fiddle around with OBS, because if I played it at the resolution that it wants me to play it at, the right half of the screen that you'd be seeing right now would all be black. Because it wouldn't, the resolution's not big enough, and the game wouldn't stretch out to fill with the resolution you set. Also, check this out. I'm gonna push the thing. Oh. Oh look, there's the iMod.
Monroe! My savior. Get the iMod. It's on that table.
Yeah, one of them scratched me.
Thanks, Monroe. Let's go.
Oh, they didn't take your gun? Fools.
Thanks, Monroe. I'll get Odell back to the ship.
Yeah, you do that. Eastman, you fuck. There's no one behind me. You fuck. Whoa, 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 whoa! Hey! Yeah, that's one thing you'll notice right away in this game is that your AI pals.
Blue force field? I don't see a dis node here. Must have a special power source.
I'm gonna go check that out. They don't do as much damage as you do.
I'd come with you if I had an iMod, but let's say I stay here and hold down the fort.
That's stupid. If you're, I'm the one with the you should follow the man with the iPod. The iPod. You should follow the man with the iPod. Otherwise, you're gonna be caught alone without one. You fool.
Thank you, Monroe. Hey, Monroe, if you're not back in 5 minutes, I'm not going in after you.
Yeah, someone's gonna need to come back up there for you in a couple minutes, buddy. Blue force field, blue cables, blue thing. Explosive red things.
Hey, the force field's down. What the? Some board just beamed in and they're.
They're looking at me. See, what did I say, Beesman? You're gonna get stuck up there without an iMod, and you're gonna be wishing, oh man, I wish I'd gone with the guy who actually had the right gun for this type of fight. Oh, nice shot, dumbass. Oh no. You notice how the background was white there? It's not supposed to look like that. It's supposed to show just where you're looking. It should have just shown this hall. Oh no. I'm gonna have to mess around with the resolution stuff again, am I? Oh no. Well, keep going, but the moment I see a cutscene turn white, then that's when I'm gonna have to cut the stream early and figure out what's going on. Or do some on-the-fly technical issue solving. The old board tactic of beaming in behind you. My intent is causing explosions. Take me up. Oh, hey, Chang. What's up? Nice shooting, genius.
The board took the team through there. Beam out, Chang. You've done all you can here.
I see.
I have the voice volume turned up all the way, by the way. Wait, I'm not gonna fit through the hole. I need to get at this one. I'll just stand here for a sec. Shoop. Pretty sure there's fall damage in this game. Yep, I just took damage. Yeah, I messed that one up. I don't remember if those two spawn there like that. That might be because of the difficulty. Like I said before, I never played this game on above normal. There might be different enemy spawns. Come back. Where'd you come from? Yes, you are. I am the Monroe. No, the loading screen's turning white like that is a really bad sign.
Monroe, thank God. Get us out of here. Monroe to Voyager. I've located the hazard team. They're trapped behind some sort of force field.
Acknowledged, Ensign. See if you can locate the control console for the force field.
Maybe I should turn the sounds down a little bit. Let's turn the effects... music down a little bit. Music's good, but let's turn that down just a little bit. Let's turn those down a little bit. Oh no! They started Borgifying one of our men! Also, here's Telsia. Right. Yeah, quick save works just fine. Also, that kind of spoilers a bit that it's a holodeck. This is a holodeck mission, by the way. Yeah, after this, there's going to be a bunch of cutscenes and a pre-rendered cutscene. If the pre-rendered cutscene is just a white screen, then I'm going to have to do some technical issues.
Hey, be careful. It's not working. I don't have time for this. No way, the dog!
And then they all died. But no, it was in the holodeck.
I told you. Well, what was I supposed to do?
Mr. Monroe, your tactical approach was, shall we say, tactless.
Oh.
All right, hazard team, report to debriefing.
Nice going, Monroe.
It should be noted that you can shoot the panel right away and skip the whole bit where Monroe actually tries to press buttons. Same result.
If I may. How was I supposed to know the panel would explode?
That point is not relevant, Mr. Monroe. A given situation is not as predictable as you might desire. Your reckless decision has caused the death of you and your teammates. You have failed. Had you followed standard hazard team procedures, you may have survived the simulation and achieved your mission objectives.
Yes, sir. Procedure.
Speak freely, Ensign. Deck 4.
With all due respect, sir, I don't think procedure would have mattered. There wasn't any way I could have possibly rescued them.
Someday, Mr. Monroe, you may be called upon to do the impossible. Consider this to be your personal Kobayashi Maru.
Red alert. All hands to battle stations.
Computer, reroute turbo lift to the bridge.
Oh no, the cutscene's fine. Nah, we're good. I was really worried about that.
Status.
Captain, we have reports of secondary EPS content.
The voices are so quiet.
Warp drive is offline.
What happened?
We responded to a distress signal from a derelict vessel and it opened fire.
Tuvok, they don't respond to hails. Maybe we need to send a clearer message. Target their weapon systems and disable.
Firing phasers. Direct hit. Phasers had no discernible effect. Aft shields are down, Captain. Rerouting auxiliary power to the shields.
Textures are so crusty.
Captain, I'm getting reports of extensive damage on decks 9 and 10. We're not going to survive another hit.
Photon torpedoes, full spread.
Torpedoes away.
Zoom. I like how they got a couple of giant space rib cages.
I am undamaged.
What just happened?
Captain, we seem to have been torn from normal space. I think we've been pulled through some sort of isodimensional rift.
Where are we?
Apparently, here, Captain. Sensors and most of Voyager's primary systems are offline. Until repairs are made, it may be difficult to ascertain exactly where here is.
And now you get your opening credits. Very excellent rendition of Voyager's opening theme. I do believe this is actually different from the regular one. I haven't heard that one in a while. It's very good. Raven Software. Welcome to the best Star Trek
Captain's
game
log,
ever made.
Stardate 53854.7. Voyager was attacked by an unknown force and transported to some kind of starship graveyard. Whereabouts unknown. The ship is heavily damaged. Communications, propulsion, and other systems are offline. Until repairs are done, we're utterly helpless. Stranded.
It's got like one scorch mark.
This ship back together, Chipotle. Get damage control online. Harry, find out what you can about those other ships and exactly where we are.
My screen went black.
Captain, there's a containment leak in engineering. If we can't get it sealed, we're going to have a warp core breach.
Ensign Monroe, you're wearing a hazard suit. Get down to engineering and help B'Elanna seal that leak.
Understood. The transitions in this game are great. Something happens, and wherever you're standing is where you retake control again. They don't just throw you right into the mission area. There's a process to getting to where you need to go in this game that's really good. 7? Kim?
We're drifting, attempting to compensate with maneuvering thrusters.
They got the whole cast to do the voices. It's good.
A hard time getting any sensor information on those derelict ships, Captain.
If I stay here,
and see if communications are back online.
if I stay here too long, they'll shout at me.
Controls malfunctioning. Initiate vocal command using manual interface.
Deck 11, engineering.
Let's go. Ah! Why are the backgrounds white like that? Wait a minute. Is the door supposed to be like that? Oh, right, the turbo lift that was in the line. That's right. It's a little sparky.
Sir, here's the damage control progress for the aft side of the deck.
Good. Who's fixing the data shunt here?
Showers and Chell, sir.
Good. And Renner's on the Jeffries tubes.
Hey.
What?
Ah, look at how the textures are so horrible. I know there's like I did see like there was an unfinished mod for like up-resing the textures of the game, but that was last updated 2017 and it wasn't finished, I think, so we're just going with the standard textures, which are, as you can see, very crusty.
Hey.
Can't you see I'm working?
Yeah, sorry. No, I'm sorry, my bad.
Can you give me a hand with this plasma relay?
Alright, right up here is one of the interesting points in this game. I'll show you something.
EPS conduits are gonna block. Hit that panel and bring up a containment field.
Gotcha, buddy. Come on, you made it.
Thanks, that was close. Where were you heading?
I need to take a turbo lift to engineering.
Well, the aft turbo lifts were the only ones working on this deck, but they're behind the containment field. The explosion must have shorted off this console. I think there's an override somewhere on this deck, but I'm not sure where.
What just happened there is interesting. There are several points in this game where it's possible to fail, but the game is just like, oh, well, you fucked that up. When I first played this game many years ago, the moment he said to hit the panel, I did it. When I was a kid, I didn't think to wait for him. If you hit the panel right away, he manages to reach the force field just in time to get vaporized. And the game's just like, oh, well, he's dead. Guess you better move on. It wasn't until my second or third playthrough of the game that I actually tried waiting. And this guy lived. There's a couple of points in this game, like maybe 2 or 3 more, where it's possible to fail. But the game will just keep going. And just like, yep, you fucked up. Guess you just gotta live with it, asshole. That bit in the holodeck where one of the guys gets thrown out of a corridor and the other guy's like protecting him, shooting the Borg. If you don't shoot the Borg, then that guy who's still standing will also get knocked out. It's a holodeck simulation, so it doesn't matter as much, but there's a couple of points like that in the game.
Sorry, Monroe. The data shunt's been severed here. Everything down this way is shut off.
Hey, we're getting a power surge here.
Monroe, quick! Hit that panel and shut off this relay.
That was close.
Chell, I need to get this containment field down.
There's an override in the Jeffries tube just down that corridor.
I'm guessing if you don't hit this quickly enough, that guy in the back gets zapped. Chell's important, so he probably wouldn't die. He's one of the main characters. This early section here is one of my favorite parts of the game, just navigating to engineering through the battered decks of the ship with the alert going off in the background sometimes, the flickering lights. It's just so good. Welcome to Jeffrey's tube. No, we're supposed to go down. Maybe I'm worried that I want people to be able to hear the sounds, so I might. I'm also worried that I might overpower the sounds if I turn everything too low. See, look, voice volume is really high. There, let's try that. See if that works out a little better. Next time somebody talks, command override protocols. I can just barely read that. There we go. Great, now the force fields will be down. Really taking a nice leisurely stroll on our way to engineering to prevent a core breach. We're not in a hurry or anything. Oh. Where'd what's his face go? Also note that this force field's been turned on. Where's Renner? Oh wait, I think he's on the other side and he tells you to come back this way. I don't know why I'm going back to talk to him if he's just going to tell me that.
Hey, Monroe. Looks like the explosion took out these two aft turbos. Jeffrey's tubes are the only way down now. I was trying to clear the debris from this one when the EPS conduit's overloaded.
Great.
Well, the starboard side should be fine. This one's gonna take me all day to fix now. Almost out of clear, too.
Yeah, let me just waste a little time. This is a very short game. That's honestly the only real downside of this game, is that it's really short. I could probably knock this out in 2 or 3 streams. Hell, I could probably knock it out in one, like, big stream, but then YouTube would throw a fit when I tried to upload the episode. The stream episode. Pfft. This game is laid out like episodes of the show. So maybe episodes isn't really the wrong word to use. I'm sorry, what was that? Computer voice really a little quiet. You say hazardous material detected? Yep. Containment failure. Chemical removal system. Why is the chemical removal system up here? Alright, well I came out a Jeffrey's tube, so maybe that does make some sense. If it's flooded... Okay, nah, that actually does make sense. I'm here.
Monroe, what took you so long? We've got a warp core breach in progress. You need to get in there and shut it down. There are 2 things you have to do, so listen carefully.
Those textures.
First, cut the power relays on the main floor, then go to the upper level and decouple the dilithium matrix. Wait a minute. You're going to need a helmet to get through that coolant leak.
I've got one in my transporter buffer.
Hurry up and find those terminals. There isn't much time before we lose containment and have to reject the core.
Don't cooling leaks happen all the time in Star Trek shows? They never need helmets.
Hurry, Monroe. I'm not sure how much time you've got left. Attention. Warp core breach imminent.
Ah, shit. I need to...
Access denied.
Shit.
Monroe, I just remembered. You're going to need the access code to cut the power relays. Go to the access code station. Displaying
Got it.
power relay access code. Got it. Access granted. Power relays have been cut. Attention. Warp core breach in 30 seconds.
I got it. I got it.
Dilithium matrix decoupled. Warp core offline. Core breach averted.
Easy. It's all easy. Monroe.
Good job, Ensign. That was touch and go there for a little while.
You see that? Monroe's hands were under the rail.
No problem, Lieutenant.
Okay, let's get a cleanup crew in here. Seal that leak. We need to get main power back online. Vorik, give me a hand with the resonance cascade modulator.
Isn't Vorik the Vulcan that tried to fuck B'Elanna that one point because he was going through Vulcan puberty? Where are you, Vorik? I remember that was you. There he is.
Watch your alignment. That
I remember what you did.
Exactly 4.7 microjoules. Yes, ma'am.
You could just hang out here and listen to all the tech talk for a couple of seconds.
Ensign stats. Is the coupling matrix back online yet?
Just another couple of minutes, sir.
Oh look, there's the access code. Torres Gamma.
Not good. The whole intermix matrix is out of whack.
Engineering to bridge.
Unreadable.
The leak's contained, but we've got some heavy damage here. I don't know how soon we'll get warp drive back online, or if we'll get it back online.
Make it a priority, B'Elanna. We're still trying to sort out our situation here. We don't know what we'll be up against.
At least we got a nice quiet moment. Yes. I know that there are at least a couple other good Star Trek games. Like I know people really liked Armada. I have Armada. Armada is pretty good. And Bridge Commander, which I tried playing, but you get really fucked up graphical issues when I was playing with it, so I didn't get very far. But Star Trek games, there are more bad Star Trek games than there are good Star Trek games. This is the best one.
Intruder alert.
Oh.
All security and hazard team personnel to the loading dock.
Shit. That's me. I'm Hazard Team. I am Alexander Hazard Team Monroe.
Deck 8, loading dock.
Ah, white screen.
Here, Monroe, take this. Come on.
Hi, Chang. I don't need to make so many saves, but I can't help myself.
If you need medical attention, just come back here.
Monroe, over here. We're being invaded by some kind of pirates. They're taking our supplies. We have to stop them. There are 2 of them behind a barricade in there. They're launching energy grenades. See if you can eliminate them. Ready?
Let's go. Ah. Whoa. Oh shit, they're getting wiped out. Get out of there, man. Whoa, where'd that guy come flying in from the top? Oh shit, I blew up. There's that challenging difficulty, huh?
Come on.
Gotta remember I turned the difficulty up.
Just come back here.
Yeah, I'll be back in a minute.
Over here. We're being invaded by some kind of pirates. They're taking our supplies. We launching energy grenades. See if you can eliminate them. Ready?
God, the voice mixing's so goddamn quiet.
Just stop.
I tried to grab the compression rifle. I wanted the ammo. Get yourself out of there, man. More of them spawned in behind me.
Tuvok to Foster. We're pinned down in Cargo Bay 1. We require your immediate assistance.
Monroe, Tuvok needs help. Come with me.
Gonna talk to the doc first.
Just a moment. You'll be fine.
Okay, thank you. I'm ready. Take us up. I don't think they spawn up there in normal. Alt fire on the compression rifle is pretty good.
They're on the run. We did it.
Yeah, get out of here.
Tuvok to bridge. The intruders have been repelled.
Well done. It seems our situation is worse than we thought, Tuvok. Report to the conference room.
Acknowledged.
I see Jester in the chat, knowing good games.
Have the team report to hazard operations. I am certain that many of you are curious as to our situation. Voyager has been transported to a region of space we are not familiar with. It seems that many other disabled vessels are present here as well. We have detected an energy dampening field surrounding the area that is draining Voyager's systems of power. For the moment, we are trapped like the other ships, and cannot escape.
Like the Tarkanus gravity well. 247 ships have been lost there.
Or the Bermuda Triangle. You know, back on Earth.
Perhaps. Our primary weapons and propulsion systems are offline at the moment. The captain's current strategy is to find out as much as we can about our surroundings while we effect repairs.
Sensible.
So, what's the deal with our unwelcome visitors?
We do not have much information about them as of yet, Mr. Beesman. They appear to be scavengers of some sort, comprised of Klingons, humans, and Malons. With only short-range sensors operational, we have been unable to locate their vessel since it departed. However, we have detected a vessel nearby. While sensors indicate no life signs, we have detected a functioning power source on board. Our hope is that their computer systems are still operational and contain information about this area. The Hazard team will transport onto this vessel and retrieve any files that are still intact.
No life signs?
Like a ghost ship.
Yeah.
While your
No, Beesman.
beliefs are quite illogical, Mr. Chell, caution is recommended. Your team leader, Lieutenant Foster, will now brief you on your specific mission objectives. Lieutenant?
All right. This is an information gathering mission. Minimal encounter probability. The Hazard team will split up into 2 squads. Alpha Squad, my group, will beam into Control Room A. Ensign Monroe and Beta Squad will be transported to Control Room B.
Ensign Monroe leading the betas.
One of the teams locate a functioning terminal to extract any information we can and return to Voyager. In the unlikely case of hostile encounters, the technicians should be protected at all costs to ensure retrieval of this information. Any questions?
Sounds like a cakewalk.
See the quartermaster, Oviedo, in the equipment room. Gear up, then report to Transporter Room 1. Dismissed.
Oviedo has the best name. Perfecto Oviedo. Why isn't he leading the fucking team? All team leaders should achieve their qualifications by having the best name.
Data gathering? I was hoping for some action our first time out.
Careful what you wish for. You just might get it.
These are the parts about the game I love. Preparing for the next mission. More so than the missions even themselves. Just... you get to walk around and prepare a bit.
I wonder how long those scavengers have been here.
I don't know. I'm surprised they managed to survive this long. I wonder where their ship is.
What's up, Chell?
Chell, I sure hope they're right about that ship being abandoned.
You should get those face textures looked at, man. You don't look healthy.
Telsia.
Hey, Alex. Nervous about the mission? We'll do fine, I'm sure.
You're looking a little low res yourself, but then again, that's the whole game. Chang.
Austin. I don't know, Alex. I have a bad feeling about this.
Why would you jinx it like that? Never say that before a mission. What you want to know is why they aren't making a bigger deal about Alpha Quadrant species being there in the first place? You know, I never really thought about that. At least the humans have an excuse once you get to the scavenger base and you figure out exactly what kind of humans they are. Oh, this panel isn't as low res as a lot of the other ones. I can actually read this. Let's go to the lounge.
Well, I gotta head out. Got an away mission to perform.
Man, I can't believe I'm getting left behind on our first mission. And the intelligence gathering mission, too.
Relax, Ken. There'll be plenty of other missions.
Yeah, Ken. They're just saving the best for last.
Just shaking his head like, yeah, right.
Excuse me.
Good luck, Monroe.
That's Odell. I remember because he's the one with the goatee.
Ms. Durant, while we have some extra time, I thought we'd review first aid combat protocols one more time.
Thank you, Doctor, but I think I am well prepared. I did go through extensive training and testing for this position.
Of course. Well, let me know if you develop any nervousness or pre-mission jitters.
Don't worry, Doctor. You'll be fine.
You can roughly place in the series where the game takes place by the fact that Kess is not on the ship and the fact that the Doctor has his mobile emitter. Which would be like, what, season... I don't really remember what happens in which seasons all that well. Like, season 4 or 5? How many seasons long was Voyager?
Gerard.
I must say I was surprised that I was not selected for this mission. I know the ship is supposed to be deserted. I just hope they don't end up needing a medic.
Hey. Later, Ensign. Can't you see I'm busy?
Yes, I can see that you're very busy.
Hey. Yeah?
Jeff.
Hey.
7 seasons.
Liz.
Yeah, here's a Baird. I specifically remember this character because she's one of the few characters from this game to be in the second game, but she looks and sounds completely different.
Mitch.
Hey, Monroe. Good luck. I'm sure everything will go fine.
Can't talk to him. Alright. Everyone else is probably going to be waiting for us by now. Let's go to the armory. That's not the armory. This is the armory.
Oviedo.
Yeah? Make sure you try out the new sniper mode on a phaser rifle. Those scavenger guns might come in handy. They use lithium crystal chips for a power source. Most ships use those crystals, so you should be able to find more to power the gun. The second trigger on it fires the energy grenades. Be careful with those.
Doctor got the mobile...
You can test out your weapons in the holodeck here behind me.
Doctor got the mobile emitter early to mid-season 3. Okay, now tell me this. When did Kess leave Voyager? And then you've got a reasonable estimate for at what point this part the game might have taken place. Also, yeah, we got a mission to do, but let's do the holodeck.
Initiating program. High noon.
It's high noon. This town ain't big enough for all of us.
Excellent.
Kess left at the beginning of Season 4, so the game could take place anywhere after Season 4. There we go. We figured out the mystery. There wasn't a mystery. It just... This is a silly question I had. Also, yeah, the energy grenades on this weapon are super weak. I think you can holster the weapons. Not that you really need to, but... Nah, you can't. It don't matter. Everyone's waiting for us on the pad.
Energize.
Yep, there goes Team 1.
All set, Alex.
Okay, ready to transport Team 2.
Energize.
Best possible transitions you could have. Beaming into the mission. Nice looking ship. And unique on the inside.
Alright, let's see if any of these consoles work.
Look at this. I've never seen such a ship. It's almost like it's alive.
Probably is alive. I mean, look at it.
I found the data file. Just give me a minute to start the download.
It's hot in here. Humid.
I kinda like it.
You would. You're a Bolian. I wonder what those are. They look like fireflies.
Foster to Monroe. We've tapped into a data terminal here and started the download.
Chell found one here too. He's accessing it now.
Ambush! They're everywhere! What are these things?
What's going on over there?
Just start downloading.
Okay, I've got it. Starting download.
That's bad news.
Foster to Monroe, are you all right?
Yes, sir. They just stopped attacking a moment ago.
Same thing here.
I got all I could from the data terminal. Let's get out of here.
There's a slight problem there. Whatever alarm went off must have raised this thing's shields. We can't contact Voyager and we can't beam out. We need to regroup. We've done some scans and it looks like there's a junction point in Section 29.
I see it.
We'll meet up there and figure out how to take these shields down. Good luck. Foster out.
Section 29 is through that door up there.
Great. How do we get up there?
This way.
Follow the Bolian. Find your way to Section 29 and meet with Foster's team. This is a very cool ship, and the alien designs for the ship are pretty good too. It's amazing what cool designs you can get when you don't have to deal with a low budget that just covers putting some ridges on a character's nose. Ow. They're scratching me. The alien designs for my face are pretty good? Thank you, Jester. That's the nicest thing you've ever said to me.
What are those things?
They seem to have an isophasic signature similar to our own transporter technology.
Transporters?
Well, let's hop on in. Since there aren't any of those little fireflies in the room, their little transporters can't be repaired. So you do it smart, you cut them off. I like how the consoles make a little noise when you press them. Can't destroy those.
That's the way to Section 29.
You can get away with using the phaser around here, since these aliens aren't that strong. Though the game does give you plenty of ammo.
Locked.
Where's the control panel?
Right up here. Very squishy ship.
It's open.
The moment I come down here, they're gonna start teleporting in.
I'm ready for shore leave.
It's a first mission, Chell. You're not getting shore leave for a long time. Yeah, and as much as they're kind of useless, they barely do any damage. One reason I particularly like this game over the second Elite Force, as Telfia walks in place further back down the hall, is even though they are kind of useless, I like how there's always a couple of people with you. Elite Force 2 didn't really feel like you were part of playing as a member of the Hazard team. It was more like Monroe occasionally featuring the Hazard team for 3 minutes before they fuck off and don't help anymore. In later missions where you have more of the team with you, they can actually take out a couple of enemies if they focus their fire. But, like, whereas these guys, like, take 2 regular shots from the compression rifle, it takes them, like, 10 or 15 shots to take out a single one. They're not very good. Very strange room. You have to wonder what its purpose is.
Let's go! Wait for me!
Note how there was nobody on that upper catwalk up there.
Where are they?
Chell, are you sure this is the right place?
Positive. Maybe the aliens got them.
Ooh!
Looks like our scans weren't quite thorough enough.
Hey, Chell! I'm gonna jump! Catch me!
Stow it, crewman.
He was actually going to try to catch him.
Look, Monroe, we've got to deactivate the shields before we can beam out. The data we downloaded from our console indicated there are 3 main sources we need to hit in order to do this.
Okay.
Your team should be able to take out the main computer core through there. We'll take out the backup power systems up here. We'll meet up at the main power core and shut it down.
Yes, sir.
What are we waiting for? Let's go!
Good luck, Monroe. We'll meet you at the power core.
Hey, Chell, behind you!
He's been such an asshole. Chell's such a goof. Look at him scowling. You got fooled. You got fooled, Chell.
What is that?
Some kind of alien device. A weapon, maybe.
Alien shotgun. Let's see you guys get this one. Come on, the two of you working together can do it. I know you can do it. Hey, you got him. Oh, but there's another one. You can get him. I know you can get him. Come on. Hey, you got him. That guy's an asshole and you can't wait for him to die? But Jester, he's the Chad. Beesman is the Chad. Chads never die in video games. Oh, I just got beeped on Discord. I don't need that right now. I'm streaming. Chad Punchfisted? Listen. Okay, yeah, you got me there. Chads do die in video games. Yeah, that's... Shut up. I can't believe you would use the death of Chad Punchfight against me. It's a low blow, man.
I've got point.
Yep, you heard it. Telsia's got point. Yeah, I take it back. They're not useless. So long as you keep in mind that the enemies will always target you over your teammates, you can kind of use that, I suppose, if you really wanted to.
What was that all about?
Gee, I don't know, Chell. Maybe they don't want us to be here. Can I interact with these hollow panels? No, I can't. Yeah, watch out for that.
It's another one of those transporters, but it looks like it's deactivated.
That's an issue.
Those might be the controls up there.
Can't get to him from down here.
Looks like another of those transporters over there.
All right, let's go.
It's one of the few video games of the early era that had whatever gun you were holding in cutscene technology. Also, Telsia's fucking dead.
No. What happened? She just disappeared.
Some kind of energy field. From that pod.
There's no trace of Telsia. It's as if she was
completely vaporized.
There was nothing we could have done, Chell. We better get a move on, or we might be next.
I never thought about it this way, but it is very interesting to have a floor is lava security system. Advanced facial expressions. Yeah, the faces in this game are pretty good. I like this early style of modeling where the head is like a separate entity to the rest of the body. You can see how, like, the neck clips into the shoulders.
Transporter down there's working now.
Chell.
What's going on?
Also interesting to note, Chell and Jurat, the one lady in the break room earlier, I believe are side characters from the show that they sort of adapted into this game as members of the team. Because, like, Chell pops up a couple of times, I think, and Jurat pops up briefly in the one episode where you have...
That's it. The computer core.
You have, like, people who don't like telepaths. Voyager's crossing through their space, and so all the telepaths on Voyager have to hide in a transporter buffer. Someone who looks a lot like Jurat, I think, is in that episode. As like, a blink and you'll miss it name in the register. Because she's a Beta Z, so she's a telepath. Nice little bit of trivia for you there.
That must be the ship.
No, really? Of course it's the ship, Chell. We knew that before we came on board.
Is that the starship graveyard we're caught in? What's that in the middle?
Looks like a space station.
Planet. I wonder if that's their home. What's that? It's huge. Looks like a space station. I wonder if that thing's responsible for trapping all these ships here.
Probably.
I can't shut down the core from here. The main controls are on that upper level.
We'll get up there then.
But I think I found the security sequence for that door. Hold on. Got it.
I got your number, aliens. I know how you get in here. Whoa. Jeez, with how fast these guys, I feel like they could give the Borg a run for their money. Light, fast, clawed aliens. You'd think they'd be able to manage it. Borg would probably love a ship like this. All organic tech. Okay.
There must be one of those pod things in here somewhere that's powering that energy field.
Here we are.
Okay, this is it. Those consoles shut down the computer core. I'll work on getting this access door open.
Alright, panel 1. I didn't mean to do that. Panel 2. Wow, wow.
Monroe to Foster. We've shut down the main computer core.
Good. We just shut down the backup power systems. We're on our way to the main power core.
Right. Chell and I will meet you there.
You and... Where's Telsia?
She's fucking dead.
She didn't make it.
Understood. We'll be in the back.
Heads up!
Monroe, we're under heavy attack. You've got to get down to that power core and shut down the...
Sir. Sir. Come in, sir. Foster!
They must have gotten them. Not so good for our very first away mission, huh?
Keep it together, Chell. It's just you and me now, and Voyager's depending on us to get this information back to them. If we fail, everyone on that ship could end up dead. Now let's go shut down that power core and get out of here.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
We'll make it, Chell. We have to. Come on.
Don't mind me just cracking my knuckles a little bit. Ow. Oh, that wasn't my knuckle. That was like my arm. I felt that one in my arm. What the hell was that? Ugh.
Looks like no one's home.
For a change.
These are like mines. If you get close to them, they home in on you and they fuck you up.
Oops. I think I shot that transporter.
Great.
Good job. Fortunately, we got an easy fix right over here. We just gotta bring these guys over. Very useful little fellas. Bat.
This console will probably open that force field up there.
Do it.
The only way it's going to stay open is if one of us keeps it open from here. I guess that means me.
Don't worry, Chell. We're almost out of here.
Okay, but hurry.
Got him. Just noticed that it looks like your weapon is breathing. Yeah, it's alive. Look at it. It's all wiggly. What other games have, like, living weapons? There was something like that in Prey. What other games? Oh, Half-Life, sure, had a bunch of, like, little squishy things you could throw around. Of course, of course. Gotta be gross to hold. I mean, it's got all those glowy bits. Honestly, it looks a little dangerous to hold. Prey was mostly living weapons. Yeah, it's been a while since I played Prey, so I don't remember specifically, but I remember the weapons being kinda gross. Ah, fooled ya. I have Prey sitting on top of my computer over there. I'll probably stream that one of these days. It's been a while. Talking about the one you played a Native American guy, right? Yep, that's the one.
He had to stay behind, but he's okay. What happened to your team? I thought you were all killed.
Those alien things overwhelmed us, but I managed to get away. Now we've got to move on if we're going to salvage this mission at all.
Why was Foster just standing there not shooting those guys until you came around the corner? That's a very good question. You got something to say, Foster? You can't? It's okay, I'm allowed to call him that. He's Australian. He's from Melbourne. Did I not destroy the emitter? I just heard a tricorder. Did you hear that? Foster, did you? Oh right, Chell's down there. Hey, Chell. Foster's japing you? Yeah, typical Aussie.
Hey, Monroe, hurry up! I thought I heard something down here.
Yeah, we're on it, Chell. Don't worry. You know, a better question is, why didn't Foster call back after he got split up from his team? That's an even better question.
What's this place?
Looks like some kind of stasis pods. The aliens must have a hibernation system,
Got a Malon in there. Another Malon. Oh, there's Chang. Beesman. Tells you.
It's Telsia. Beesman. They're all here. They're breathing. They must still be alive. Maybe they're being kept for food.
We've got to get them out of there.
Right. We just have to shut down the power core. Then we can beam them all out of there. Maybe the doctor can do something for them if it's not too late. Come on.
Oh, yeah, they look alright to me. Maybe we should just leave them. It'll be a learning experience for them. Yep. Here's the end of the level.
This is it. The power core. We've got to get up there and shut it off.
Or close to it, rather. Yeah, here we are. This is the end of the level.
Stop power. My people in stasis will die.
Just a minute. You're the ones who trapped us on your ship and attacked us.
You invaded us. Believed you were the others. Tried to contact you. Communication methods very different. You attacked us.
Voice volume very quiet.
Communicate?
We capture your people, analyze them, learn your language. We are Ethereans, have been trapped here 25 of your soul standard years. Your very large colony ship. Our people in stasis stay alive.
A colony ship?
Must be a sleeper ship for long voyages.
Yes, long journey, new home. Never will see it now, we fear. The Forge has us, no escape.
We're sorry for the misunderstanding. For killing some of your people. We were only acting in self-defense.
Kill? Have not killed. When injured, our people return to stasis. Regenerate. Your people too, not killed, in stasis. Analyzed.
Those pods.
On behalf of my people.
These background sounds remind me of the...
We thought the vessel was abandoned. We only
of that one movie, the one with the space whale.
We're trying to find our way out of here.
Our knowledge is yours. Request and receive. We are allies. We will lower defenses. You may return to your vessel.
That was Journey Home, wasn't it? The one with the whale?
You'll get to your new home.
Foster to Voyager.
Lieutenant, it's good to hear your voice. What happened over there?
I'll explain when we get back. Let's just say we've made an ally. But we have injuries. We need to beam directly to signal.
Stand by.
The sounds are extremely similar to that whale.
Just the wounded. We're ready to beam you back now.
Acknowledged. Foster out.
We've made an ally this day that we will not see again until the end of the game.
It was a difficult mission, Monroe. It looked pretty bad out there for a while. But we got the job done. Have the doctor look at you and then join me in Hazard Ops. I'll be assembling the rest of the team for debriefing.
Okay.
I don't care if your hemorrhoids can fight. There are no medical deferments.
What's that? Chell has hemorrhoids? You good, buddy?
Chell.
Huh?
Chell.
What?
Sup, Doc?
Doctor. Doctor?
Ah, Mr. Monroe. Your injuries seem to be rather superficial. Thermal regeneration will not be necessary. Though you have some mild skin irritation. Perhaps you would like an analgesic cream?
Whatever.
You might want to get your emitter checked, Doc. You're looking a little bit more low-res than usual. Then again, he never had issues. That would have been a funny episode if the doctor had, like, was just showed up low-res.
Cranial bruising. You're lucky you didn't get a concussion.
What? Beesman has cranial bruising? Oh no. He doesn't have that many brain cells. Save him, Doctor, before he loses any more.
You'll need an anti-inflammatory agent for that muscle strain.
What are you doing? Every time I play this game, I keep getting confused as to why Paris is down here, but then I remember that he starts popping up in the med bay to learn a little first aid.
I think I'll be all right, Alex.
Yeah, that's Paris. So.
Excuse me. What? Want more cream?
No thanks, Paris. I don't want your cream.
Man, they sure knocked us around over there.
They sure did.
Access granted.
Access granted. I like how it says access granted, then they don't let you in. As you can see, we're still on alert.
Hi.
Hey. I love these bits between missions where you can just wander the halls and just...
Hey, Monroe.
Hey. Sometimes people say hi to you.
Hey. Can I help you?
They don't have much to say if you actually try to start a conversation, though.
Deck 4, hazard operations.
Ah, white screen again. There. Welcome to the locker room. Where was I supposed to go again? Oh, right, I'm going to the lounge.
Brian.
Yeah?
Yeah, I haven't played that many Star Trek games, to be honest, but I do have to wonder how many games were there where you could just kind of walk around the halls? I feel like the only other Star Trek game I saw that featured indoor, interiors of ships like this was that movie tie-in game, but that was just all combat, all fight, all the time. There weren't really any other games that gave you this kind of atmosphere at all, I don't think.
Roger 7 was tough, but we only lived there for a couple years.
You think you had it tough? Try being a betazoid on Vulcan, where any hint of emotion is frowned upon.
Sup?
Hey, Alex.
Just come from sickbay?
Yep.
So, how's the Oralite cobbler?
Delicious, thank you.
Mr. Chang, your carnalith stew?
Great, thanks.
You know, you really didn't have to hand make all this for us.
Well, just because you're on duty doesn't mean you should be forced to eat replicator rations.
Thank you, Neelix.
Did you bring the food all the way up from... Hang on a minute.
Felix. Yes?
Yeah, he's got nothing to say to me.
Austin. Alex.
Look at them just staring at each other. They got the lounge all to themselves. They're just waiting for me to leave. The moment I walk through those doors, they're gonna be fucking on the table. You can tell. Neelix doesn't have time for my shit. Yeah, he really doesn't. He's a very valuable and important member of the crew. He's got more important things to do than talk to me.
I still can't believe we were all nearly killed last time.
Yeah, they missed us up pretty good.
Well, that's not really fair. We didn't know what to expect. We didn't have all the information.
Hey, Monroe.
What's up?
Did you hear anything about where they're sending us next?
I heard Chakotay and Tuvok talking about the scavengers.
Oh, yeah?
I ran into Kim. He was going over the data we brought back. He says they had some data on that machine that brought us here.
Hey, Monroe. Word has it I'll be coming along in the next mission. Some kind of stealth operation?
All available hazard team personnel report to the briefing room.
Really quiet there, Chakotay.
With the information your team retrieved, we've been able to learn a few things about our situation. This is called the Forge. It's generating the dampening field that keeps Voyager and the other ships trapped here.
Do we have any idea what's running that thing? Or why it's here?
No, the Etherians had no detailed information about it. For all we know, it could be a simple machine. But our main concern right now is finding a way out of here. This is isodecium, a rare isotope that doesn't seem to be affected by the dampening field. B'Elanna thinks she can use it to get repairs done and bring main power back online.
How convenient.
Then, hopefully, Voyager can escape. The sensor info from the Etherians shows that there is isodecium nearby. Unfortunately, it's located here.
What is that?
The Scavengers' base of operations. These are the Scavengers, a loose alliance of survivors from the other starships trapped here. They survived by raiding other ships for supplies, like their attack on Voyager earlier. The isodecium was most likely stolen from other ships. Looks like they used some of it, but most of it is scattered around their base. They probably don't know of its energy potential. It's imperative that we get the isodecium and get Voyager functioning again. We don't know what other surprises we'll encounter here or what that forge has in store for us.
Sensors show hundreds of scavengers on that base. All races we're familiar with. Klingon, human, Malon, and Hirogen. We're a bit outnumbered here, so we've opted for stealth infiltration and retrieval operation. They seem to have a transporter inhibitor field, so a team of 5 will be shuttled to the base by Ensign Paris. Once there, Ken and I will set up an extraction point. Monroe, Telsia, and Odell will split up and retrieve 3 samples of the isodecium each. When you're done, you will make your way back to the extraction point. That's it, people. Now get prepped and report to the shuttle bay.
Good luck, team.
Stealth mission! Woo! It'll be nice to play a decent stealth mission. Hitman hasn't been giving me very good stealth. Hey, Chakotay. I can't talk to him. Look at him just struggle to get around me. Ensign Paris narrows down the timeline for where the game takes place. Season 5 was when he got demoted. Yeah, that's right, he did get demoted. I remember that. Paris did get demoted, but I can't remember why.
Oh, I'm serious, man. Vulcans love it when you yank real hard on their ears. Some Vulcan pain ritual thing.
Really?
Yeah. How do you think they got so pointy? Trust me. Try it. Tuvok will have an all-new respect for you.
I don't know.
Do it, Chell. Do it. Go yank his ears. Go do it.
Rick.
Well, what? Hey, don't you have a mission to go on?
Yes.
Chell.
Huh?
Season 6 was when he got promoted back to lieutenant. So the game takes place between Season 5 and 6. That is good informations.
That forge sounds like a Von Neumann machine. Automated self-replicating probes. Rigelians had something similar. They'd land on a planet and use local resources to build more probes and send them out.
That is so they would multiply exponentially. There could be billions of these forges all over the galaxy.
You better get equipped and get down to the shuttle bay. Foster's waiting.
Good luck, Monroe.
Wish I could do something about the volume mixing and make the voices louder.
Good work, Wire. Take this to the captain.
Yes, sir. Move it.
Monroe, good luck on the mission.
Thank you, sir.
We just finished replicating the new compound grenade rifle. I know it's a stealth mission, but you never know what you're gonna run into out there. Can't hurt to be prepared. The primary trigger launches a taser grenade, and the secondary launches magnetic charges. You might want to test it out on the holodeck here first.
Yeah, a grenade rifle for a stealth mission. Thanks, Oviedo.
Initiating program. Camelot. Begin.
TLDR, they encountered a planet that was all water pulled off by a gravity machine. It was being unintentionally destroyed by the aliens living in it because their oxygen production facilities. Tom stole the Delta Flyer to try to blow up the oxygen plants to save the planet. I vaguely remember there being a water planet, but I didn't remember the specifics. Also, I like how this castle is just floating in space. They couldn't be bothered to come up with like a forest backdrop for this for Camelot simulation, so it's just a space castle. Imagine that, you're just flying around in space in your high-tech spaceship and you just find a castle with crickets. Come on, how many more of you are there? Oh, that didn't kill him.
Excellent.
There we go. Alright, 0 deselects your weapon, so you're not walking the halls of the ship with your weapon out.
Deck 10, shuttle bay.
Go to the shuttle bay. Oh right, yeah, we have to help with the shuttle prep instead of taking the transporter this time.
Hey Monroe, they're waiting for you down below. They're having some trouble with the docking clamps, but I think Salma and Lang are on it.
Salma and Lang, they can never do anything right, and I'm gonna have to do their job for them. There's a Delta Flyer.
Right. We don't want to activate the pattern enhancers until we're ready to beam out.
Sir?
We don't want anyone detecting us too soon.
Excuse me.
Question?
Equipment check complete, sir. Everything looks good.
Sup?
Hey.
Sorry, I'm kind of busy here.
Yes. Very busy. Kinda weird how they model the hands, too. The 3 fingers on the right are fused together, with only the pointer finger and the thumb being separate. I think it's like that on everyone's model. Remember when these graphics were the bleeding edge? Yep. Remember when Voodoo was like a specific setting you could activate in your graphics options? Because this game has that.
I'll try it again.
I've already tried it 5 times. They're stuck. The controls must have been damaged from the attack.
Oh, great.
Lang to Paris. I'm down below, but there's a serious exhaust leak down here. I can't get to the overrides.
Hey, Les. Can you send one of your...
Look at those textures.
Get those docking clamps released. We'll be going nowhere fast.
Good lord.
Sure. Monroe, you don't look busy. Get down below and see what you can do.
Yeah, alright. I'll head on down.
So what's with that base? Looks like a scrap heap.
Looks like it was thrown together from the remains of their ships, I'd guess.
Yeah, I thought I saw a Cavort-class bird of prey in there.
Yeah, Klingons.
Yeah, what's with that anyway? I mean, are we allies with the Klingons?
I heard Chakotay saying they didn't answer hails, but maybe they have no comm system. Anyway, they attacked us, so they must be hostile.
Yeah, and who knows how long they've been here. They might not even know we're allies.
Right.
Telsia.
Yes, Alex?
Hey.
Can I help you?
Oh shit, he's getting burned by the gas.
Careful. That's highly compressed seroton gas. It's got to be over 500 degrees. I don't think even your hazard suit can protect you from that kind of heat.
This is another one of those little instances in the game where you can fuck up. If you don't hurry up and hit the gas regulators, then that guy gets... he dies of gas heat exposure. But we saved him, so he gets to live.
Can't you see I'm working?
Yeah, I can see that you were working. You're not working anymore. You're severely injured. You should go to the medbay. There we go. Gas taken care of.
You did it! Good work, Monroe. Good. Get back up here, Monroe. Let's get this show on the road.
I think part of the reason the textures look as bad as they do, because I don't remember them looking this muddy back in the day, but it might be because of the resolution that I'm playing on. Probably has something to do with why the textures look so messed up.
Tom Paris at your service. I will be your captain for this flight. I estimate a cruising speed of about 2/3 impulse power and an elapsed time of just under 5 minutes.
All right, Captain. We're all set here.
Okay, all aboard. This is your captain speaking. The in-flight movie will be Captain Proton versus the Robo-Zombies. Thank you for flying Delta Flyer Airlines, and we hope you have a pleasant flight.
What's the point of having an in-flight movie for a 5-minute trip? Also, damn, the volume really spikes during the pre-rendered cutscenes. Tom is a goober? Yeah. I don't know why I'm questioning it. Tom and his Captain Proton movies. Oh, look at that JPEG background.
Meet you back at the homestead.
You can almost tell how far away it is.
This is a stealth mission. Avoid detection at all cost. However, if you do find yourself in a hostile engagement, defend yourself by any means necessary.
En route to airlock 3.
Right. On my way to airlock 2.
And away they go.
Celsia checking in. I'm in position.
Odell checking in. I'm through the 3rd airlock.
All right.
Did you just see him slide? He was sliding.
Operation Subspace comm channel, but try to maintain comm silence unless absolutely necessary.
Or maybe his walking animation was just really stiff.
We'll have pattern enhancers set up to beam us out.
Alright, let me just walk on in.
Okay, Monroe. We'll be able to track you for a little while here. We'll try to alert you to any dangers we can detect.
Now this mission is a fuck-up point. They say it's a stealth mission, but you don't actually have to stealth it. You can keep playing if you get detected. There's nothing stopping you from completely disregarding your orders and just blasting your way through the mission. But that does have consequences. I am, of course, going to be sneaky. The Isodisu may be scattered throughout the area, and may even be in use by the scavengers. Walking or crouching, well, will help make less noise. Stick to the shadows to minimize your chances of being seen. Leaning around corners is a good tactic for surveying an area without being seen. What was the lean button? Gonna try to be sneaky. Now, this isn't like Codename 47, where the stealth is incredibly situational and prone to immediate potential fuck-ups. The stealth in this mission is super easy. It is super fucking easy, unless the difficulty being higher changes it. Hold on, what was lean? Holy shit, look at his head! Look at his head! See, just when you see me going back like this, you best get out of the way! Why does his head get so big? As his head gets so big. I gotta stop doing that. The game recommends leaning, but there isn't a lean button. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Is it mouse look? Man, I'm always using the mouse to look.
Careful. No running. Footsteps could alert the Klingons. Stay quiet.
Don't worry about that guy. He's asleep. Which is good, because it looks like the viewer is on the door that we came in from. Star Trek in general just has some really good sound effects. Very distinct. The Klingon sounds are pretty good.
Watch it. There's a couple of life signs just ahead. Lean around the corner and check it out.
How do I lean? Sir, there's no lean button. I can't lean. There's gotta be a button, but I don't know. Okay, we got a guy sleeping on the other side of the crates, and there's just one... I think there's just the one lady on patrol. We're in the shadows. Very clearly in the shadows, so we should be good. Think she's coming back. I can't lean, but there are little avenues where you can see him walking. Okay.
Odell checking in, sir.
Go ahead.
I found some isodecium. This section looks Malon in design. Run down, lots of fog. Radiation levels are high.
Roger. Foster out.
I think the other way is just a dead end. It's just dead end. I hate those things. Those things freaked me out when I was a kid. There's a couple of little, like, vent corridors you have to go through later on that are just filled with those bugs. I absolutely hate them. I think part of the reason I love this level so much is just how run down it is. I like these really run down sort of places in games. Like, you hear the steam, there's all the sparking. Right, there's a ladder on the left, I believe. We want him to go back into the corner over there. I gotta do, like, a search, like, what other good Star Trek games there are. Like, I already mentioned the good ones that I remembered hearing about. Bridge Commander, which I tried to play, but I had graphical issues with. Armada is really good.
Telsia checking in, sir.
Go ahead.
I found a sample of the isodesium. Sir, this area looks like a Federation ship, early 23rd century. But I don't recognize these markings.
This is not an archaeological expedition. Just get the samples and get out.
Roger, sir. Telsia out.
This human food tastes like dirt. That is why humans like it.
It's true, we like eating dirt.
Well, it was a good raid. Raids. We are Klingons, not Orion pirates. There is no honor in raids. And we have to put up with those insufferable Melon Patoks. And those irritating humans.
Humans are irritating.
At least they're a good buffer from erosion. Buffer? Now you sound like a Romulan.
You just gonna take that? You just gonna take that?
If we ever get out of here, the first ones I plan to kill are those Herojans. That would be a glorious battle. It will be a good day to die.
Just Klingons having normal Klingon conversations. I like how that guy called that guy standing over there a Romulan, and he just fucking took it. He didn't even call him a Patak or, like, smack him. He just stood there and fucking went silent. Fucking coward. Alright, there's our first dose of isodesium. It's not a normal Klingon conversation until somebody says it will be a good day to die. Locked door. We have to get in there. Whoa, is he coming this way? Yeah, go on, buddy. You just go ahead and scoot. Right, we have to wait for him to go down the other path, and then we can get by him. Also, here's a neat panel over here. You can see the monitor is black, but if we get closer, it's like a weird... Like, that is kind of weird. Like, what exactly is this effect? It's like... It's like showing you what's happening in the hallway, but how you view... How you view it is all weird. I wonder if I asked Boundary. I wonder if I asked if I sent like an email or something to She Says, it'd be like, "Yo, I know you like the Boundary Break stuff. There's this really. Would you be willing to Boundary Break the best Star Trek game ever made?" I wonder if he'd go for it.
Monroe, what's your status?
Just found my first sample, sir.
Roger. Foster out.
Yeah, there's another window here. That door is down the path that this guard was hanging out at. We gotta wait for him. Gotta wait for him to come all the way down. There's no stealth kills in this game. There's no sneaky silent weapons. You just gotta play it cool. You know, one time my friend wanted to go see, what was that movie? I think it was Dunkirk. And we went to this, like, really nice movie theater. It's not like the normal movie theaters where they got multiple screens showing multiple different movies. But they had just one massive screen. It was a one-screen theater. Absolutely huge. And what was cool about it was the entrance had some movie-related like costumes and things on display. It was like a little mini museum in the lobby. And one of the things that they had there, they had a couple of uniforms, and one of them was a Klingon uniform, like the ones these guys in the game are wearing. So that was really cool. And apparently they change out what they got in there from time to time. Apparently when they did a Star Trek marathon where they were showing all the original... It's not Star Trek, Star Wars. Where they were showing all the original Star Wars movies, they had one of Darth Vader's backup costumes. Apparently somebody famous who has a lot of money owns that particular theater. Gets his hands on cool stuff and puts it on display from time to time. They had chocolate-covered popcorn there. I remembered I made the mistake of getting a large tub of that popcorn. There was so much. There was so much popcorn that it lasted me a fucking week. Like, one tub of that stuff lasted me a whole goddamn week. It was the amount was absurd.
Oh
being followed. I'll check in later. Odell out.
Uh-oh. That doesn't sound good for him. There's a bunch of guys in here. I'm trying to remember what else they had on display at the time. Like, the Klingon uniform... They had a couple other, like, famous movie outfits on display when I went to that theater, but the Klingon one was the only one I recognized. I think they had, like, something from... Like, I can't even place the names. I think they were really plain looking, but they had some really famous names attached to them, so it's like... Okay, this is from a famous movie, but it's like a kind of a plain outfit. Gotta remember the name of that theater. Maybe I'll look that up at the end of the stream. And would you look at that? Isodecium sample number 2.
What happened? I don't know. Check the terminals.
Nope. They were using that.
See it to Monroe.
Monroe here.
I need a diversion. This area is heavily guarded. Can you transfer power away from this quadrant?
Monroe, Ken here. You're in the Klingon engineering section. There should be a power transfer console on the top level.
Roger, I'm on it. What does it look like?
You'll know it when you see it.
Okay.
Very helpful, Ken. Very weird. This... Yeah, I remember this now. That's a very weirdly simple looking console compared to all the other consoles here.
That did it. Thanks, Monroe.
What was that? Check the transfer manifolds. I'll check with the guard in the cargo bay.
I'm just gonna slip by these guys and go to the cargo bay too. Oh! Its screen is so bright. Proceed carefully. The environmental hazards within the bowels of the base may prove as dangerous as the scavengers themselves. Yeah. That's an indirect way of saying that we're entering the Malon section.
What do you want? Saboteurs. What? Why did you divert our power? We did not.
Our whole section is on emergency lights.
Ah, so much the better. Now you won't have to see each other's repugnant faces.
Ha!
We're not leaving until you return power to our sector.
This Patak must be hallucinating.
I know what that word means.
And what are you going to do about it?
We outnumber you 2-to-1.
Ha! It would take 20 Malon to equal 1 Klingon warrior. It is we who outnumber you 2-to-1.
That would be 10-to-1, Klingon wench.
Stop! They might be telling the truth. Let's check it out. We're not leaving until you restore power. Fine. Be our guests.
They really missed out on an opportunity having Klingons in this game and not giving you the opportunity to wield a bat'leth. Like, yeah, because there are no melee weapons in this game. It's even more disappointing in Elite Force 2, where for one very brief segment, you get to wield a bat'leth, and then you never get to wield it again. Like, it's this incredibly brief segment that's like a minute, like 2 minutes long, this brief little fight, where you get to break out a bat'leth and chop up a bunch of Romulans, and then you never see it again. Unless maybe you use like a console command to cheat it in. I'm not sure if that game had console.
Monroe to Foster. I have the last sample of isodesium. I'm on my way back.
Hold on, Monroe. Odell hasn't reported back yet. We can't get any response from him. Can you go check it out?
Yeah. I'm right by the entrance to the Malon area.
Good. See if you can find Odell. But be careful. Foster out.
Monroe to Ken. There's a security door at the Malon entrance.
Roger. I'll see if I can override it from here.
Welcome to the Malon section. Also, welcome to bugs. There's gonna be bugs down here. I hated this part as a kid. The bugs are really fast, they make horrible noises, and you're in a really tight, claustrophobic space. Ugh. I hate him. I hate him so much. Door's broken. Great there. Yeah, that's where I want to be. Raven Software did make good games, though. It really is a shame what happened to those guys. We're never gonna see another Star Trek game like this again, are we? Get fucked. That was very textbook Federation procedure. I had to kill them. had to do it. No, wait, I think you actually do have to do that, because when you hit the waist, yeah, it fills this area up. Don't think that was very Prime Directive of you? But nah, see? The Prime Directive dictates that I needed to raise the waist levels in order to raise the box so I could jump over there. That was totally good. What does that say? Waist level? Yeah, it says waist level. Very, very Trek. The box doesn't have physics. This is not a physics game. There's another healing thing over there if you needed one.
I don't think they're coming. Those stupid paranoid Herodian. They lock all their doors. How are we supposed to tell them? I guess they don't want anyone stealing their supplies. That wasn't us. Well, let's just keep waiting and see if they come.
In general, overly liberal use of phasers set to kill is pretty non-Federation. Also, I think grenade launchers are pretty non-Federation too. And that doesn't even... And we haven't even gotten the photon burst yet. Proceed carefully. Aliens in the next area of the base are alerted to your presence. Stealth tactics will not work. So yeah, stealth gets broken up a little bit. Once you enter the Herodian zone, you don't get to sneak around the Herodian. They know you're here. But you know, if there are Star Trek series that lend themselves well to shooty games, it would have to be Deep Space Nine and Voyager. Voyager doesn't have the luxury of being diplomatic all the time, which is part of the reason why Janeway comes across as a psycho sometimes. And then, of course, there's Deep Space Nine, which had all kinds of shooting. I mean, this game kind of makes too much sense, the Hazard team. Like, the premise for having a heavily armed security team on Voyager just makes too much sense. You'd blow someone for a good Deep Space Nine game? I think I looked up Star Trek games last year, and I think I saw, like, one Deep Space Nine game. It was like a third-person shooter, I think. Deep Space Nine was your favorite series? It's hard to place my favorite. It'd have to be either If I had to pick a favorite, it'd have to be either Deep Space Nine or Enterprise. I watched all of Deep Space Nine for the first time earlier last year. Deep Space Nine was choice. Yes, I said Enterprise. We can't be friends anymore. Aw, come on. Come on, man. Enterprise had some shitty episodes, but every series had its shitty episodes. Reporting for hate speech. Oh, Jester. Oh, come on. Enterprise wasn't that bad. Enterprise...
Where is the Alpha?
He's on a hunt. Some fresh prey, I hear.
The Alpha's on the hunt. Yes, it was fight me. I will fight you. Think about it this way. If you had... I imagine maybe like 4 or 5 years ago, before Discovery and Picard came out, Enterprise would probably been everyone's, a lot of people's shittiest Star Trek series, but Discovery and Picard exist now. Are you gonna tell me that Enterprise was worse than Discovery and Picard? Hold on, I'm gonna stand here until I get an answer from Jester. I need to hear this. I know you're there, Jester. Answer me! Haven't watched Picard yet? Ah, well that's fine then. To be fair, I haven't seen a lot of... I saw the first episode, and it made me not want to see the other episodes. Also, I will confess I haven't seen Discovery either. But I've not heard a lot of good things about Discovery either. Enterprise is at least better than Discovery. I'll take that. Oh right, we can't sneak through here. I forgot about that. Grenade launcher! Stealth grenades! Tell you this about Discovery, I could go to my cat's litter box and scoop out a better Star Trek series than Discovery was. There we go, there's Jester's take. The only good things I heard about Discovery was that Captain Pike was well portrayed. Other than that, I don't remember hearing any good things. Graphics are pretty. Oh, yeah, the effects look kind of nice, but I don't know. They reminded, from what little snippets I saw of Discovery, they reminded me too much of the new movies and how shiny everything looked in those, and it just really put me off. Oh, wait a minute. This is how I got in before. I'm going in a big circle now. Stealth maneuver. Yeah, also, let me also clarify my earlier opinions about, like, Enterprise. I didn't really express an opinion about Enterprise other than it being one of my favorites. I wouldn't dare claim that Enterprise is one of the best series there. It's just a personal favorite of mine. There's a lot of things that I like about Enterprise. I'm not going to claim that it's better than Next Generation or Deep Space Nine or any of the ones people really like, but I personally I like the setting. I like the characters. I like Captain Archer.
Odell.
Oh, look, Odell.
I was ambushed. Weapon, communicator, taken. Never saw them.
Save your strength, Tom. I'll beam you out of here. Monroe to Foster. I found Odell. He's hurt bad. I'm beaming him back to the extraction point with his isodesium.
Understood. Foster out.
Monroe. Wait. I still have to get one more sample of the isodesium.
Don't worry, Tom. I'll get it.
Be careful. Ambush.
So here's a point to note, if anyone ever watches this in the future, and you've never seen this game before, if you don't stealth the early parts of the level, like this section you can't stealth because the Hirogen are onto your shit, because they found Odell. But if you don't sneak through the earlier sections, when you get to this point, Odell is dead. If you fuck up the stealth, then Odell will just be dead here. But if you sneak through, then he stays alive long enough to realize he's being followed and put up a bit of a fight. So you can find him and save his life. Are they already shooting at me? I'm not even... They don't even... They're... Okay, they're already shooting me. Ah, shit, he's still alive.
Monroe to Foster. I found the last piece of isodesium. There's a huge bay between us. There's a crane system of some sort, but the control room is on the other side.
Wait a second, Alex. I think I know where you are. I was just there. Hold on.
Okay, I'm here. I see the controls. Give me just a second.
Alright, Telsia managing the badly textured controls.
Take her alive.
Yep, yeah.
What's going on down there?
Captured again.
I've got to rescue her.
Of all the... All right, Monroe, but be careful. We can't afford to lose another man. If you can't rescue her, just get back here.
Don't worry, sir. I'll get her. Monroe out.
On the topic of Discovery, you linked me something to Discord. Yeah, I heard they really... That's another thing I remembered hearing about Discovery. They really mess with the Klingons. I remembered seeing a screenshot of, like, what the Klingons looked like. I think before the series actually started airing, like, there was a promotional image of the Klingons, and they looked really weird. I think I remember hearing, yeah, that there were, like, they'd messed up some, like, character things with them, too. Butchered the culture, too. Yeah, I remembered hearing somebody talk about something like a funeral. Like, they did, like, some, like, weird Klingon funeral thing that was completely against everything that we know about Klingons. Yeah, Jester's a big Klingon fanboy, which is fair. Klingons are extremely... They're one of the most fleshed out alien species in we've ever come up with. As in, like, movies or shows or anything. People get their fucking wedding ceremonies done in Klingon. Uh-oh. I've activated Jester. He's gonna go Trek nerd on me. That's okay. This is acceptable behavior here in my chat. You're safe here. Oh look, somebody scratched no escape into the floor. The thing when a Klingon dies, they pull open the eyes to watch the life leave, and then they yell, yep, I know that. Letting him know that a warrior's on his way. I have to get up there. Oh, wait a minute. I don't get in up there. I go in through one of these doors. Now it's time for Mirror Universe humans. Avoid confrontation if you can. You are greatly outnumbered. Resume stealth tactics. If you have to fight, try to prevent any of the scavengers from reaching the wall-mounted comm panels. They will try to call for reinforcements. In Discovery, they make a big deal about taking slain Klingons and ritually preparing the body to be interred in a fancy, elaborate casket, which they then armor their ships with. Yeah, see, that sounds cool, but that is completely shitting on, like, they already had a cool thing for Klingons dying. Why would they do that? Don't try to replace a cool thing with a different thing. It's a cool idea, but it's not Klingon? Exactly. Why? Shh. Everyone be very quiet. The humans are sleeping. Who just leaves a hand of cards on the table? Oh, there's no escape again. Also, bloodstains, messy. Month 1 of quarantine. The bloodstains have started to appear. Month 2 of quarantine, no escape. More like week 1.
Move already.
Whose turn is it?
Yours.
Oh, yes, right.
Don't want to fall down there. Ah, those classic original series sounds. I've never seen the original series, but I know the sound effects. They're good sound effects. Alright, if I go down this way, they'll see me. I remember what we want to do. We want to distract them a little bit.
Move already.
From their chess game.
Whose turn is it?
Yours.
Oh, yes, right.
He didn't like the original series? To be fair, the closest I've seen to seeing a whole episode of the original series is the Deep Space Nine episode where they go back in time to the triple episode.
What was that? Sounded like those broken doors over there. I don't know. Guess we better check it out.
The sound.
Lazy tech's going to fix this thing.
Yeah, it's been like this for months.
Well, if it were up to me, Spider would be in the agony booth for a week.
Well, let's just jam it open.
Yeah, fine. Hey, come on, let's get some grub.
Sure.
Wait for those guys to leave. The sounds are irrevocably ingrained in your brain. Let's be real. No matter what Star Trek series or like what Star Trek series you're watching, Star Trek as a property across every series has really good sound design. I think that's something that I imagine most of the shows have in common is good sound effects. I think they're gone. I hate that I can hear those bugs from so far away. I hate those damn things. Speaking of good sound design, I hate the sounds of those bugs. Oh, we got another, like, little mirror monitor here. Finally, they're fucking dead. Ah, there's still more beneath in the corridors. Oh look, no escape again. Actually, I think that one says no Empire. Honestly, fucking bugs. That is something I think about everyone. Ever since I first saw Enterprise. Was there ever an explanation for the style of the original series? Like, at the time, like, that's what everyone thought the future was gonna look like. But then you have Enterprise, which looks normal, and then every series after that point. The original series designs just really stand out. Like those were the wacky years of the Federation, where they just were doing whatever the hell they wanted. Well, this room is very busy.
Hey, Spider, don't throw that crossover yet. You'll blow the converter.
Spider-Man?
Yeah, Chris. I got it under control. Just a few more seconds.
So they caught this woman trying to steal some of our isodesium. She had a whole bag full of it.
What? Where did she come from?
Nobody knows. But Doc Krieg's got her down in sickbay for questioning.
Okay, all set here.
Great. Come on, Red. Let's get back to that converter those crinkleheads gave us.
Hey, Spider. If you need us for anything, just holler.
Yeah.
I'll just let these guys scoot on by. I wonder why they programmed this. Spider's going in the agony booth for that one. That door's broken. More bugs. Bugs. Alright, these two can't, like, rush out and ambush you because we shot them through the floor there. They're so weak and easy to kill, but I hate them regardless. Ugh. What time has it? Been going for 3 hours? I think I can wrap up this level and call it a day. There's still plenty more level left. Are there actual legitimate rules for how to play this chess game? Never really seriously thought about that. Believe it or not, yes. No, I believe it. I just never seriously thought about it enough to want to look it up. It's convoluted as all fuck. I would be surprised if it wasn't.
I don't know. Guess we better check it out. Huh.
Fun fact, when the Star Trek style of 3D chess was made as a prop for the show, there were in fact no rules for the game. Fans later made up a set of rules for it. That is very believable. I'm not even gonna question that if that's true or not, because that sounds like what would have happened. Because that's what it looks like. It looks like someone, like, what's like a future space game? It's like, I don't know, how about chess, but the board is split up on multiple levels. Brilliant, make a prop. It just looks like some wacky prop. So yeah, I believe it. I believe when they made it, they didn't seriously figure how people would play the game and that fans figured it out. Yeah, that's what it's actually called. Normal chess has a board. 4D chess, or multi-spatial chess, or whatever they call it, has a board.
Anything to report?
Yeah, I'm bored out of my mind.
Just keep an eye out, okay?
Yeah, whatever.
You gold shirts are so lazy.
Yeah? Well, you red shirts think you run this shit.
Watch your mouth.
Watch your back.
I like that. He's like, watch your back. Then the guy turns around and is like, oh, hey. They borrowed a little Klingon control panel here. Yep. That guy blew up. Why would red shirts run the ship? They're fated for death? Yeah, because in the original series, red wasn't the command color, it was gold. It was the gold shirts. Right? Was it the same in the Mirror universe, or did they switch the colors around there too? Oh look, there's Telsia.
Monroe to Foster. I know where Telsia is being held, but this area is swarming with scavengers. It's going to be impossible for me to get to her.
Don't risk the mission, Monroe. If the odds are overwhelming, you're going to have to abort. Telsia knew what she was getting into. She wouldn't want you to get killed in some hopeless...
Wait a second. I've got an idea. Monroe out.
Nice hood. So these hooded uniforms, were these part of standard uniform for the Mirror Universe guys? Because I don't remember ever seeing these in anything else. Or did they come up with these for the game? Don't think so. So yeah, when you get to this point playing as Alexandria, you don't wear the hood. You get the skirt. Sup? Does a salute as you walk past. Sup?
Hey.
You got, like, tattoos on your face, man? Oh. Guarding the corpse? Oh, you're on corpse watching duty? Ah, man. I'd hate to be you right now. Wait a minute. Which way was I going? Oh, right. This door. Sup?
All hail.
You sound so bored when you say it. Also, look at what is wrong with your torso? That does not look healthy. Everyone hates each other on this ship. Everyone hates each other on this entire station. The humans hate the other humans. The humans hate the Klingons, and also hate the Malon and Hirogen. These people barely get along with each other.
Out of my way.
Bitch. Out of my way! Nice thigh highs. Jeez. Out of my way, salute. I like how that's marked. You step on the red X and the ceiling collapses a little bit.
Move it.
Move it, salute. Alright, welcome to the medbay.
You there. The prisoner is a bit stubborn. Get me some Veritrax 12 from the lab. It's the blue hypo spray.
You got it. So, he wants us to get the truth serum. Veritrax 12. Now, we could take him the truth serum, or we can grab some Solanol tranquilizer.
It's me, Alex.
Thank God. Undo these restraints.
If you do bring the truth serum, then Telsia outs you on the spot when she gets injected with it.
The only way back to the extraction point is through the control center, and it's sure to be guarded.
All right. Then you'll have to pretend to be my prisoner.
Oh, come on, Monroe. That's the oldest one in the book.
Any better suggestions?
Okay. Here, follow me.
Now, if Monroe was really smart, he would have grabbed one of the ladies' uniforms when he got changed into his, and had Telsia change into it. I mean, it was really...
Give me a second.
It was clever of him to pick up a uniform for himself, but if he was really smart, he would have picked up one for her, too.
4 of them. Be ready.
Where are you taking her?
She's my prisoner.
Why did you bring her here? I never told anyone to. Wait. Who are you? Men, detain them both.
Sorry, I think I shot you a little bit. Oh wait, the door. She's somewhat recognizable. I guess. Yeah, because they captured her. Ah, yeah, you know, that's a good point. Okay, I'm the dumb for thinking that bringing her a disguise would have worked. Yeah. This is what happens when I try to pretend to be smart.
I don't think your prisoner trick is going to work this time.
It didn't work the first time.
I told you that was the oldest one in the book.
Is that the only way back?
The one and only.
Okay, look, I've got an idea. I'll go out there and distract them. They shouldn't recognize me with this disguise on. At least not right away. While they're distracted, you sneak out. Take all the isodesium with you.
But what if they realize you're not one of them? Are you sure that...
I'll be fine. Trust me.
Hey, Monroe. Last one there's a Denebian slime devil.
I mean, at this point, it'd probably be smarter to just take him out. But alright.
What are you doing here?
The captain sent me down to check things out. Really? I didn't hear anything from the captain about this. Oh, yeah. The communications are out. He sent me down here to tell you in person.
Tell us what?
That I'm coming?
I don't think I've seen you before. Who?
All hands, red alert. There's an intruder disguised as one of us with a woman. They killed the captain. Capture them at all costs.
Kill him!
They said capture, not kill. Ah. I thought her AI was busted and she was frozen when I moved out from the box. Alright. Hey. Alright, we're on our way out. Time to make our glorious escape. Ah, that screen! Ah, it's so bright. Wait, did he change in the elevator?
Who's there?
I am the hunter. You are my prey.
Whoa, wait a second.
I have been tracking you since you entered our hunting grounds. Your performance has been exemplary. You shall make a challenging prey.
Look, there's no need for this. Can't we just...
Yep. Nice full body shield. Nice piss shield. What a riveting boss fight. Truly, the Hirogen are hunters and warriors of the highest caliber. Truly, I am outmatched. Surely there is no way I will escape alive.
Hold still. I might be able to get a medic.
No. You are the victor. May your hunts bring you great honor.
What a dramatic death. So yeah, he said that my performance was exemplary and that I would be a challenging prey. If you fuck up the stealth and Odell gets killed, he instead calls you a bitch and a waste of time. He's really disappointed and he's not looking forward to it because he thinks you're gonna be pathetic. Also, Tetrion Disruptor. Hell yeah. This is how you end a stealth mission.
Who's in there?
Monroe? Alexander Monroe.
You cut this door down.
You don't want to cut that door down. You don't want what I'm selling. Ah! Yes! Energy weapons normally aren't my kind of thing, but if it's the Tetrion Disruptor... Yeah. Bouncy shots. I love it. This is one of my favorite guns in video games. It's just so much fun. Oh, look at him. He had a knife. I think that's the only... I forgot about that. Yeah, the captain tries to jump you with a knife. Might be the only character in the game with a melee weapon. Well, there are some enemies... Well, actually, there are a bunch of enemies later in the game that have melee attacks. Never mind what I said. Also, the Ethereans. What am I talking about? I'm talking stupid. I think it's about time I end the stream, which will happen in a few minutes. You can technically use a knife, but you have to cheat? Huh. I don't think I've ever used, like, cheats or console commands in this game.
That's everyone. Let's get out of here. Activate the pattern enhancers. I've got the isodesium.
Or maybe I have, just not in a while. Also, check it out, the Borg are here. Stop shooting, Telsia, they're gone.
Oh my god. He's dead.
No, not Ken.
Monroe to Voyager. 4 to beam back.
Not Ken, my favorite character.
Sir, 2 of them are wounded. It's Lathrop and Odell.
Beam the wounded directly to sickbay. Where is Lieutenant Foster? Would you mind explaining exactly what happened?
It was the Borg, sir. When we activated the pattern enhancers, they must have been able to beam in.
They took Foster and the isodesium.
They caught us completely by surprise. They were in and out before we could even react.
Ms. Murphy, you are dismissed. Could you not have prevented the Borg from taking the isodesium?
Sir, I didn't want to take the chance I might hit Foster.
That is a chance you should have taken, Mr. Monroe.
What?
There is such a thing as acceptable losses. Had you fired, it is likely that the Borg would not have the isodesium we need.
And Foster might be dead.
Possibly. But your emotional decision may have cost the lives of every member of this crew. Perhaps next time, you will consider this. Prepare a full report. I will summon you when we determine what action...
That's so not right for Tuvok. Man, Tuvok. Fucking cold motherfucker. Just shoot your superior officer to secure the mission objective. Yeah, that was pretty fucked up, Tuvok. But what a way for a mission to end, huh? You can click on the little things here in the menu. Isn't that nice?
Logging off LCAR's menu system.
But yeah, it's been about 3.5 hours, and that seems like a good place to stop for me. Oh. The notification came and went really fast. Hold on. JSN CHMPN. Jason Chapin. Thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. And I hope I'll see you again when I continue the game later. Which will probably be, who knows, next week, this weekend. You never know. I don't make a schedule. I just kind of do things on the fly. But yeah, I love this game. I love this game so much. It's one of my top favorite games. If I had like a short list of my all-time favorite games, Elite Force Voyager would be right at the top. Jason Champion. That's kind of what I thought when I first saw it. I was going to say that, but I just spelled it out like a dope. All right, until next time. Thank you for watching. Have a pleasant day.